looks like on December 23rd. But it says this bill updates procedures related to the publishing of VA disability benefits questionnaires forms. Specifically, the VA does not have to publish certain forms if it determines the form could not reasonably be completed to a clinically acceptable standard by someone who is not an employee or contractor of the VA. So what are they going to put behind the paywall? They're probably going to pull back as much as they can, and this is going to unfortunately have to be litigated up to the federal circuit. I don't know how egregious they're going to be. It frankly depends on the secretary and undersecretary. If they're trying to not give out benefits, they could try to pull back all of these and then, have to fight them one by one. That'll be something that we as a group of attorneys are going to have to fight. It remains to be seen. They still have to publish a regulation on this.
And it is pretty vague.
And it's very vague. So we'll see what.
I mean, how can a nurse practitioner who works in family law complete an orthopedic better than works in family law?
Not family law, family medical practice.
Family medical practice. I'm sorry. How can that person do better on a DBQ form than an orthopedic surgeon?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of, we're just gonna have to see what they do.
It's interesting. They did this with psych 15 years ago, saying that only a VA psychiatrist or psychologist or nurse practitioner, whatever, could diagnose PTSD related to service at the initial time. That case was fought all the way up to the Federal Circuit Court of Appeals. And we actually had the American Psychiatric Association file an appeal with us, or what they call an amicus brief, and say that there's no reason why somebody who's in the VA should be able to do this and somebody who's not shouldn't. The training's all the same. We all, came from the same area. The Federal Circuit sided with the VA on that. That was before a massive ruling in Congress, in the Supreme Court that just came down several years ago that basically got rid of what's called Chevron deference, basically deferring to the agency because the agency has more knowledge than outsiders. So I think if this case goes up, we will see a more favorable result. But unfortunately, what this case means is that the VA is going to have wide discretion to try to pull some of these off. So that is unfortunate. We're out on vacation and that stuff happens.
They knew, because we always take a vacation the last week of the year.
Yeah, they do.